Let's start with a fact. You've heard that like attracts like, right? So if you already have money, you attract more money. But what do you do if you don't start with a fortune? Gurus tell us to visualize and act as if. But if that worked, then the 15 million people who followed the secret would be millionaires right now. But they're not. A wishing well has a higher success rate. The problem is when you try to manifest or visualize, your brain pushes against you beneath your awareness. Your brain says, "Why are you lying? You don't have money." You may have even felt this deep down, but it's not actually your fault. In neuroscience, we call it neural rigidity, and after the age of 40, it gets even worse. Let me explain. If we were to take a trip into the diencephalon region of your brain, we'd arrive here at this egg-shaped structure called your thalamus. This is where your neural rigidity comes from. And neural rigidity is like the drawbridge to a castle that refuses to open for you. How do you get around it? Well, the answer isn't brain surgery. There's a much safer and simpler way. Studies at Boston and Harvard have both pinpointed the root cause of neural rigidity to an overactive beta wave. Think of beta like your arch nemesis. The beta brainwave is associated with feeling busy or worried. Bad luck. Beta is where your limiting beliefs are. It's the root wave of stress, which is why in the lab we call it the stress signal. Any neuroscientist could hook your brain up to an EEG right now and show you your brain waves are broadcasting this stress signal right now beneath your awareness. But it's worse than that. It's documented this stress signal is often a byproduct of financial scarcity. So we know it's the people who don't have enough money that broadcast more of this stress signal. This is why when you try to manifest, you just get bills, bad luck, and more stress instead of the luck, love, or health you want. But there's more. Dozens of new studies are now linking the overactive beta wave to dementia, stroke, or even sudden heart conditions. You don't want that. It's no fun telling you this is what your brain waves are really doing right now. But I have good news. If the beta wave is hell, it has a heavenly brother called alpha. Now the alpha wave is the opposite. It's the money wave. When you're in alpha, the drawbridge to the castle opens right up for you because it's literally the bridge to the subconscious. A colleague from Harvard published that there's no problem that can't be solved in alpha. That's why anytime you feel truly inspired, you know your brain just produced more alpha than usual. But it gets better, because studies link alpha to an increased IQ. Alpha improves students' grades. Einstein lived in alpha. Tom Brady trains for alpha. Even the doctor to celebrities like Justin Bieber and Bella Hadid gets them into alpha. People in alpha tend to attract what they want. Opportunities fall in their lap. They're lucky. They win more often. And because wealthy people broadcast more alpha, we call it the wealth signal. Listen to me. The wealth signal is what you want to be broadcasting to your friends, your family, the universe as much as you can. But here's what the higher-ups wanted to hide. Your brain's overactive stress signal hijacks your brain waves, leaving your wealth signal almost dormant, making it virtually impossible for you to manifest the home, the car, the boat, the travel, the body, the health, the promotion, the love, the luck, the life you want and deserve. And worse, if left untreated, this stress signal has been linked to stroke, sudden heart attack, or even dementia. The deck's been stacked against you, locking your key brainwave responsible for manifesting abundance and success away from you. So no matter how hard you try now, you're stuck broadcasting the stress signal to your wife, your kids, your boss, your friends, and of course, the universe at large until we activate your wealth signal. I want you to understand, this is the root of all our problems. This is what they sealed up. This real reason why the law of attraction didn't work for you is not your fault. This breakthrough has the power to transform the entire planet, not to mention make you and your entire family wealthy. And you weren't born with neural rigidity. MRIs show that it happened over time, which is evidence of just how neuroplastic your brain still is. That means your mind's money-making machinery can transform very quickly when we activate your wealth signal. Basically, we're going to open up your mind to attract the things you've always wanted. You do this, and money starts showing up everywhere in your life. It only takes 5 minutes. But until now, the 3 ways to turn off the stress signal and activate your dormant wealth signal were almost impossible for most people. You could endure 20 years of meditation with a Zen monk. You could do what biohackers in Japan do, holding themselves underwater until they feel like they're drowning over and over again. Or you could try a biofeedback machine, but those will cost you around $7,000 or $300 an hour, working with a certified professional. But our breakthrough came when we opened our minds to forging the past with the present. By syncing our brainwave technology with an ancient wealth technique used for centuries by the wealthiest Hindu families, we developed a 9-word technique that sent the signal directly to your alpha wave, bypassing your brain's neural rigidity and immediately activating your dormant wealth signal 20 times faster than the law of attraction. We call it the wealth script, and it begins activating your wealth signal the